Sunday. I wish I could. Let me try and see how long I can stay after flagging off. But it's not even an hour. But other than that, we'll be watching from far. We wish you all the best. Magical Kenya is the place to be this weekend, and we are looking forward to the best teams winning, the manufacturers, the drivers, and everybody in between. We wish everyone success. We'll see you on Sunday when we come to witness the finale of this event. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, dakika moja hii group inaitwa Muncha, tutakaribisha tena, but I'd like us to give another round of applause to our chief guest for those kind and very important words as we build up towards the start of the 2026 WRC Safari Rally. So I kindly ask our chief guest, led by our CS Salim Vuria, together with our CS Rebecca Miano, to lead the following to the start. We have Maina Muturi to guide them. That is the chief guest and also the governor of the City County as they set up to the start of the ramp. And as we do that, I'll ask the people heading towards the flag-off area. It's very small. There is not much space for everybody. Kindly stay behind the bars so that we can be able to have this in an orderly manner. Kindly. Let's us create space for the official flag-off led by our chief guest as we await the beginning of a great adventure. Right now, I'm going to request the Muncha group, watutumbuize tafadhali, the Masai Cultural Dancing Group, tafadhali tumbuize. All right, 4 minutes remaining. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'll remind you, the space we have here is very small. Let's try and accommodate each other. All right, studio. All right, fantastic. Asante sana. We are counting down 3 minutes to go. Tafadhali msiende. Nataka kuwapatia a quick notice. Once again, thank you very much to our chief guest, His Excellency, the Deputy President. Asante sana kuwa nasi siku ya leo, together with the CSs from the various ministries representing here, tourism, sports, youth affairs, culture. Karibuni sana tena. And to all the government leadership, the county government of Nakuru leadership, asanteni sana. We are just about to begin, and I'll be joined by my good friend Julian, who will also be, I'm just right in front of you, Julian.
I'm here.
Let's have the second mic on.
Yes.
DJ. All right, Julian, welcome back to Kenya.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to it again.
Definitely, and we are just about to begin an adventure here. A very epic moment that we've all been waiting for. And I am waiting to see our time officials, time controllers, giving us an indication with the first car coming here any moment so that we can begin the official ceremony of the 2026 WRC Safari Rally. Ningetaka kushukuru sana Sara na timu yake ambao ametuelekeza vizuri sana. Sara, asante sana. It's all about collaborating and making it all work out for all of us so that we can have a good, smooth flowing event.
I spoke to Bobby. He said they're not there yet.
All right. I can see our time controller just counting down the moments before we begin the session. But I'd like to take a
Ralanguro Radiana Nanda Winning Gore Nayang Cheya Yemur Egara Murdo, Kajirmi Digger Babel. Egara Murdo, Kajirmi Digger Babel. You buy your long
3 minutes, we're coming down. Wait, Eddie Kemane? 3 minutes is coming.
All right, 3 minutes to go, just before we start. And I'd like to once again introduce, he's not a stranger here in Kenya, Julian. You might have seen his face on Rally TV as we talk about WRC Rally Championship. And Julian, once again, it's a very big warm welcome to Naivasha. I don't know if you're settled in yet, but we are just getting the right position for that so that we can get everything going. Okay, I know you're all anticipating the amazing adventure that is just standing by for us to flag it off. But very quickly, this is the 74th Safari Rally. And of course, coming back into the 2026 schedule, the third round of the season, right after Monte Carlo and Sweden. And we've got an amazing lineup here, of course, with the P1s, the P2, and those are just the classes that various drivers are competing in. Of course, the big boys who are contending for the World Rally Championship with already 2 rounds down. We've got Toyota starting up with the Gazoo Racing World Rally team, with Elfin Evans being the first driver that we'll be waiting for here, together with Scott Martin in their Toyota GR Yaris Rally 1. To be followed by Olivier Solberg and Elliot Edmondson in the Toyota GR Yaris, of course, R1, and of course Takamoto Katsuta Taka-san together with Aaron Johnston in the Toyota GR Yaris. So top 3 off the ramp this afternoon. We'll hopefully get a moment to hear 1 or 2 from the first 3 drivers. Not forgetting our very own legion of Kenyan drivers led by Karan Patel, navigated by Tausif Khan. They'll be leading a charge that also includes drivers from around the region. Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, you name it. We've all lined up here because we also need to celebrate our region. And one of the celebrating moments is the bringing together of top 5 drivers, courtesy of KCB Bank, who've been a partner and a friend of motorsports in Kenya. And this time round, they said, you know what? I think we've got room for 5 rally teams. And yes, we'll be introducing them to you as they come to begin their adventure here this afternoon. 3 o'clock. In a few minutes, we should be having the first car coming up. And if I could just have a quick word with Julian. Julian, good afternoon. I think he's getting his numbers all together. As Julian gets his setup all going, I think I might just walk around here and find out what everybody's looking forward to. And I'll randomly do this. I think, all right, too late, Eddie. All right, can I get a big round of applause for the first car that will be beginning the 2026 WRC Safari Rally Adventure? And that is Elfin Evans and Scott Martin. And of course, our chief guest, who will be flagging off the first car this afternoon, Professor Kithure Kindiki. Already, he said this is the first time that he's actually taking part or being part of a motorsport event. And we will be celebrating this moment.
It's the start of Safari Rally Kenya. I mean, the weather's looking like it's coming in, but what are the thoughts going into it now?
Yeah, it's like we mentioned enough. I think it's going to be a very tough start. The first stage is especially one of the most challenging of the rally. So yeah, it's definitely going to test us right from the beginning.
You say that with a smile on your face, though.
No, you have to smile, otherwise you cry.
All right, that is Julian having a quick word with Elfin Evans and Scott Martin as they begin their adventure. They've been here for a couple of days, already wrecked the various stages of this year's edition that has been put together with the COC, Clark, of course, George Mwangi together with his team. And I'm told it is an adventure. And off they go. Kelele haya iko wapi tafadhali? Don't get Elfin Evans wrong. That's not the rally speed yet, Julian.
It's not. Mike, you need to stand next to Julian to hear the interview.
Wishing all the best to
together with Alexandria Korea. Mixed results in the first couple of Safari rallies, but it's good to have him back in Kenya. Let's welcome Adrian Fomo.
You're bad. I'm charging for you. Kemenye, I'm charging for you. Beat up, you may hack something.
The Kenya here, but it's now starting to get a bit serious. We're into the big action. How are the nerves?
Maybe. It's quite tense now actually. I think you can see all around the clouds coming, and I think the rain can reach the stage is quite quickly. But actually I'm very pleased to be here with all the fans, and it's always a special event in the championship, so always pleased to be here. And yeah, the show is starting now, so yeah, for sure attention is coming.
Adrian Fomo, wishing him all the best as it begins another expedition in the WRC Safari Rally, and as I mentioned to you, a couple of mixed results for him, but he's back, and it's good to have him back, of course, in the Hyundai i20 in the Rally 1 category. And if you're wondering what's the name on the door, we have the name Pavel Hotek. We'll be seeing that name for quite a while this weekend as we celebrate a man who's been at the forefront in most service parks, representing Skoda, and Julian quite a sad for great man in the motorsport scene globally, and it's good to celebrate. And if you'll be wondering what that stick is all about, that's what we're celebrating, the life of Patek, a man who has an exemplary history in the Skoda family and the entire motorsport space in the world. Alright, up next we have Terry Noville, navigated by Martin Waidage in another Hyundai i20 in the Rally 1 category.
Sijia kwa wapi, labda kusoma hapo.
Okay, as we wait for the next car coming up, I'd mentioned to you, we've got Thierry Nobel together with Martin Rodriguez coming up. I'd like to take these few seconds to appreciate the inclusion of a new member in the family of WRC Safari Rally, and that is Sport Pesa, ably represented here by Honorable Captain Ronald Karaui, CEO Karibu Sana. I know you'd like to say one or two words. Salimia wananchi tafadhali. Just one word. You are entering into a new space. Guys, you are very lucky. So we have the next car coming up. We've got Thierry Nobel, navigated by Martin Wedege.
It's probably everyone's favourite event, but it's one that's kind of like full of jeopardy but adventure. How are you feeling?
Obviously a bit nervous now, obviously heading to the stage. We don't know what the conditions will be exactly like. It has been raining between the recce and now, yeah, we only get information of a few spots of the stage. there's a big rain cloud between the stages as well, so everything is still very open, and yeah, we're gonna follow that closely down the whole section, and then yeah, try to settle down once the helmet is on. It's yeah, everything is fine, and we go as fast as we can.
And a lot of people are just going to start, which is great.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of people out there this weekend. Last year was already a great success, and this year will be also very nice, I'm sure.
Now that's the sound of a proper rally car just about to begin his journey. That is Kithure Kindiki, navigated by Martin Wedege. Beginning his adventure. And just to bring you up to speed, all the rally crews are heading to the first two stages of the day, Camp Moran, and then they go to Nzabibu. Those are the two stages they'll be tackling, and of course, looking at the weather and the forecast, it looks like it will be a very interesting fast run for these 41 rally drivers who will be flagging off here today. So far, we've flagged off 5 of them. We still have quite a number of them coming through. But I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all our partners who have made this event very possible. I'd already mentioned to you the new kid on the block, Sport Pesa. And it's all about Sport Pesa Racing. They are here with us, and I believe they are with us to stay. Yes, Captain Ametingiza Kithure. I'd like also to thank, of course, the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, Magical Kenya. I'd like to thank our big partners and a friend of the 2026 WRC Safari Rally, and also they've been here for quite a number of years. That is KCB Bank, and a team that has really gone out of the way and displayed our starting area, and that Dr. Sifao, CFAO, they're also here, well represented and always working on WRC Safari Rally. Anteni Sana. Up next, we've got another. Now we are here to Sebastian Ocean. Not a stranger to Safari Rally, he was
just after the first cars are starting. That will be disaster, but you know, that's part of this rally and we'll have to accept it. It is.
A great atmosphere as well. We've got all people just for the start.
Yeah.
the multiple World Rally champion himself, the man, he said he's not retiring soon, but he's with us, and of course remembering his great win when Safari Rally came back to the calendar, and Julian always been nyinyi ndo mko wengi naona. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana kwa kutokea kwa wengi. Tunawashukuru na tunashukuru of course the county government of Nakuru for once again working hand in hand and welcoming us to the Rudi. Asanteni sana. Pongezi kwenyu. Ningetaka pia kuwashukuru the Wildlife Training Institute hapa Naivasha. This is where we are hosting the service park. And if I'm not wrong, thing that we're going to be talking about for a while. Next, Sami Mayarik with Marco.
Cameraman, hey, guys. How can you come in front of us like that, huh?
Sammy, I'll just grab a quick word. It's not raining right here now, but it's a fourth last year, third on the last rally in Sweden.
Excuse
What
me.
are the thoughts and targets going into this rally?
It's a really unique rally where you need to have structure. You need to make sure that you bring the car back home in one piece. So it's more like an adventure rather than most of their WRC events.
Road sections.
I would like to see none of them while we are driving. But maybe outside the States as they are really good.
Shane, of course. This is a Toyota GR together with Marco Salminen. I can see from a distance a man with a very interesting name, not a stranger to Safari Rally, SFP Kalapi. Another Hyundai i20, that is SFP Kalapi and Annie Malkonen. And our first lady navigator. Kelele ya ladies iko wapi? We have our first lady navigator. And the ladies, you are well represented.
EP, Annie, you've been here before, only finished 12 road times, had the speed but not the reliability of the performance. Can Annie bring you some good luck this weekend? We need also to earn a lot, but I hope we can do that as well. So let's see. Any habit are you to finally start
by Shane Band.
Navigated by Shane Band, rallying for the first time in Kenya.
We know it's an adventure, so whatever you use a lot, it's a challenge. It's one of the iconic events. You're about to head on to that first stage. Nervous or excited?
I think a mixture of both. Of course, a bit nervous because the stages are really demanding here, very tough, very bumpy. And the first stage has a bit of mud, a bit of ruts, and places to be careful. Yeah, it's such an iconic event. Great to see so many people turn out here. So thank you very much, and yeah, can't wait to see what rallying in Kenya is all about.
All right. Well done, and all the best to John Armstrong.
Together with our
debut in the WRC in Monte Carlo, making his way now to the Safari Rally.
As you are aware, we are more than 5 million making sure that we generate close to 800 megawatts of energy in 3,200 seconds, so that we reduce.
Naonekana unaenjoy sana, unafurahia sana kabisa. Tuendelee basi.
Hakuna kitu kingine mpya hapa.
This time they are not keeping time.
Not
It's going to be like 1 minute.
Kidogo tu nichukue hiyo. Sema kuna swali?
Gari moja. Wapi kwa? Umetoka? Makaji.
All right, the journey continues. Remember, it's Adventure 2026 WRC Safari. Ningetaka kushukuru sana kila mtu kwa kutokea siku ya leo. It's one of the big numbers we've seen. Your Excellency, this is one of the big numbers we've seen in attendance for a ceremonial travel. We really appreciate kwa kuja kwenyu hapa Naivasha. Wale ambao mmesafiri, karibuni sana Naivasha. Ndio Safari Rally Central, na tunaanzisha mchuano wa magari wa mwaka huu 2026, ikiwa the 74th edition since we started back in the early 1950s. This event has quite a number of history, so much to talk about. Tutakaa hapa siku nzima tukiongea kuhusu historia ya Safari Rally, lakini kwa sasa ninawashukuru sana kwa kuweza kuwa nasi ili tuendelee kutengeneza historia ya Safari Rally. The next guy coming up, also not a stranger to Safari Rally, Joshua
Huku ni restricted, huwezi enda mahali kote sawa.
Josh, you were here last year, that 1 year's experience, how much does that help you going into what could be a very interesting afternoon?
Yeah, let's see, it's all to do with the weather here, and obviously the roads are very tricky as it is, so it's going to be a nice afternoon, I hope, and it's a long weekend, a long way to Sunday, so let's play a good swing.
What are you hearing about that first stage right now? What are you getting back from the weather cruise?
I think it's actually very muddy for the first 200 metres, and after that it dries out, so let's see, I think the mud holes for Maggie is still going to be there, but it's not as extreme.
All right. The spirit is there, but is it willing? Beginning their adventure in their Ford Puma. Joshua is not a stranger to the Safari Rally. He's been here before. Mixed results also, but he's also taken part in a couple of different other motorsport disciplines, including the Classic Rally, which is much more of an endurance event, or if you like, a marathon event, which has given him a nice insight towards rallying in Africa is all about. Up next, right after Joshua, put your hands together to Gus and Jonas Anderson.
Robert, you're about to head out, and now we're also up to stage one. I'm hearing it's raining at the start and at the end. What do you know?
No, I know the same. I hope you're lying, but yeah, looking at the sky, you might be correct.
Are you looking forward to it, or are you very nervous?
I mean, it's a bit different feeling, to be honest, because it's a lot of unknown situations ahead of us, but I mean, that's part of the game, and we are paid to fight.
Okay, enjoy your weekend. Good luck.
Well done to Gus Brisbane, a hot top driver of the Rally 2 category, open up the challenge for the rest of the R2 Rally drivers. Jacobino in the Skoda Fabia RS, also in Rally 2. Okay, that was a switch.
Gus, welcome back to Kenya. It's been a very, very happy hunting ground, but I would say this weekend could be a bit more demanding.
Yeah, I'd say so. I reckon this one will be quite easily the toughest one we've ever done. So, yeah, we're used to it now. I've done it a few times, so we'll have to be a bit more careful than having stats, but maybe stages will clean up nice and it's good.
New car, how are you getting on with it?
It seems good so far, but yeah, on Thursday, finish Sunday, so I'll take it.
Thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend.
Andreas Mikkelson and Jon Lessrud. Remember, we are celebrating Patek, one of the mastermind Skoda. And that's why you see the name on the car door as we celebrate a hero who rested, that is Patek. Over to you to do that.
And as you said, he said to the Deputy President, it's going to be a tough rally. Anything like you've ever done before in your illustrious career?
No, this is something completely different, so much more than water. I've seen a lot of rough rallies, I mean Greece, Turkey, these kind of rallies, but this is completely different, so it's a huge challenge this weekend.
That's what it's all about, and that's why we come here, that's why we all enjoy it strangely.
Yeah, exactly. I heard so many stories about Rally Safari that it's so unique, and this is definitely a unique one.
Enjoy it, have a good weekend.
Photographers, please.
Nipatie hizi.
Hey guys.
Acha hii iende, nikupatie hizi. Hizi. Nini?
Ya kali.
Unajua hizi ni difference. Kakagema hana hizi.
Najua, wanasema iende tunakali.
Haina noma. Alafu
nijaribu kukopi nione kama bado tutakuwa sawa.
Yenye kwa wapi?
Kwa ile side nyingine na tunajaribu kuambia timu asonge karibu na mahali
with the big names like Jovita Singh, Shaka Mehta, Ian Ankan, Patrick Giroux, for a very long time carrying forward Kenya's flag in the World Rally Championship coming up. Kenya National Rally Championship. So it is an iconic event that everyone to Kenya. We do continue celebrating the Safari Rally as we get on with this amazing journey of the Championship 2026. We are expecting after about